The most painful disrespect you will ever experience doesn't come from a stranger. It comes from the child you gave your entire life to. But listen to me carefully, my dear. The moment you stop begging for a seat at the table you built is the moment they finally realize what they are losing. I know that silent ache you carry in your chest, the one you don't talk about at dinner parties or at church. You're hurting because the child you raised, the child you sacrificed your sleep, your youth, and your dreams for, is acting like your very presence in their life is a chore. You wait by the phone. You send the text messages. You make excuses for them to your friends. Oh, they're just so busy with work, but deep down, in the quiet of the night, your heart is breaking. Because you know the truth. You are being ignored. You are being pushed to the margins of their life. It feels like a deep betrayal, doesn't it? To love someone so much, to pour your entire soul into their foundation, only to be treated as an afterthought once they can walk on their own. But I am here to tell you today that you do not have to live in this cycle of waiting and weeping. You have more power than you realize. Today, we are going to talk about how to stop chasing them, how to reclaim your dignity, and the exact words you need to say to shift the balance of respect back to where it belongs. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I had a dear friend named Ruth. Ruth was a devoted mother. She was a single mother, in fact, and she worked 3 jobs just to put her son through a good school. She wore the same winter coat for 10 years, so he could have the right shoes for basketball. Fast forward 20 years. Her son became a very successful businessman. He had a big house, a beautiful wife, and 2 lovely children. And Ruth? Ruth lived alone in her little apartment, staring at a phone that rarely rang. Whenever she called him, it went to voicemail. Whenever she asked to visit her grandchildren, there was always an excuse. Not this weekend, Mom. We are just so swamped. Ruth would cry to me over tea. She would say, "What did I do wrong? Didn't I love him enough?" One Thanksgiving, Ruth spent 3 days baking his favorite pies. She drove an hour to his house, only to be treated like an annoying guest. He barely looked up from his phone. He snapped at her when she asked a question. He made her feel small, irrelevant, and burdensome. That evening, Ruth came to my house, completely broken. She said, "I am going to keep trying. I have to. He is my son." And I looked at her, held her trembling hands, and told her a hard truth. I said, "Ruth, by accepting his crumbs, you are teaching him that it is okay to starve you." You see, my dear, Ruth was doing what so many of us do. We love our children so unconditionally that we forget to require basic human respect in return. We let them treat us in ways we would never accept from a friend or a neighbor or a stranger. But love without respect is a breeding ground for resentment. Ruth had to learn that her unconditional love did not mean unconditional access to her if she was going to be mistreated. She had to find her silent strength. And this brings me to the lesson you need to hear today. The dynamic between a parent and an adult child can be tricky. They are trying to assert their independence, yes, but sometimes in doing so, they become arrogant. They take your presence for granted because you have always been there. You are like the ground beneath their feet. They don't think about it. They just expect it to hold them up. When you constantly reach out, when you complain that they never call, when you guilt trip them, you are chasing. And human nature dictates that when someone chases us, we instinctively pull away. You are handing them all the power. You are saying, "My happiness depends entirely on your attention." It is time to take that power back. It is time to establish a firm, unbreakable boundary. You do not need to yell. You do not need to cry. You do not need to write a 10-page letter detailing everything you have done for them. Silent strength is far more terrifying to disrespect than a loud argument. Here is the sentence you need to say or write the next time they brush you off or ignore you. "I love you deeply, but I respect myself too much to chase you. I am stepping back to give you the space you clearly want, and I will be here when you are ready to treat me with the respect I deserve." Say it calmly. Say it without anger. And then, here is the hardest part, my dear. You must actually step back. You must stop texting. Stop calling. Stop commenting on their social media. Stop begging for a seat at their table. You withdraw your energy. You create a void. Right now, there is no void for them to miss you because you are always hovering, always waiting. When you pull back your energy, you force them to realize that your presence is a privilege, not a guarantee. I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, but what if I step back and they never reach out? What if I lose them forever? Oh, my sweet friend, let me gently tell you this. You cannot lose someone who is already choosing not to be present with you. The illusion of a relationship is not a relationship. You are clinging to a ghost. It is terrifying to let go of the rope, but sometimes letting go is the only way to stop the rope burn. Think about your own life. You are in your golden years. You have survived heartbreaks, losses, trials, and storms that nobody else knows about. You did not survive all of that just to spend your remaining years feeling unworthy of your own child's time. You are a treasure. Your wisdom, your laughter, your stories, they have value. If your adult child is too blind or too self-absorbed to see that value right now, that is their tragedy, not yours. Do not let their emotional immaturity rob you of your peace. You must forgive yourself for whatever mistakes you think you made raising them. We all made mistakes. We did the best we could with the tools we had at the time. But their current behavior is a choice they are making as adults. You are not responsible for their choices anymore. You are only responsible for how you allow them to treat you today. Fill your time with things that bring you joy. Reconnect with old friends. Take up a hobby. Read books. Go for walks in the sunshine. Build a life that is so full and beautiful that you do not have time to sit by the phone waiting for a text that may not come. Your happiness is your responsibility. My dear, I want you to look at me. Really look at me. You are a wonderful parent. You have a good heart. You have given enough. It is time to start giving some of that love, that grace, and that attention to yourself. The moment you truly believe that you deserve respect, the world will start giving it to you. And often, that adult child will feel the shift in your energy. They will realize that the safety net has been pulled back, and they will come back to you, not out of guilt, but out of a renewed respect for the strong person you are. But even if they take their time, you will be okay, because you will have found yourself again. Stand tall. Protect your peace. You are so very loved. If this message touched your heart today, please leave a comment down below. Share your story with us. This is a safe place, a community of people who understand exactly what you are going through. Reading your words might be exactly what another hurting soul needs to see today. Give this video a like if it helped you, and subscribe to the channel if you would like to sit down with me again for more life lessons. Share this with a friend who might need to hear it. Until next time, take care of your beautiful heart.